For over a decade, the Bruce WoodGreen Early Learning Center has pioneered Toronto First Duty, the community school and child and family center model recommended in the report to the Premier of Ontario on full-day learning, entitled With Our Best Future in Mind. I'm Dr. Carl Corter, Principal Researcher for the Toronto First Duty Project. The center's first goal was to merge the preschool service silos of kindergarten, child care, and family supports into a single program offering families full-day, year-round, flexible, and affordable enrollment options. Those early efforts began a transformative process. The integrated, holistic approach developed for the 4- and 5-year-olds grew down to encompass younger children and grew up to embrace older children in the primary grades. By respecting and supporting the important role of parents, by welcoming them to take part in the programming, the project transformed the school into a community space, creating a healthier village to rear a child.
He's giving you the horse, Callum.
I believe that people will do what's right and what is good. This is good, and this is right, and this is what's good for children and families. Even principals who haven't taught kindergarten in grade 1, all they have to do is walk down the hall, and I know they do, and see it and get it, and really get that this is what people want and what children deserve.
In this scenario, they are with consistent staff, they're with one set of educators through their whole entire day. It eliminates transition, it creates a much better learning environment for the children because a lot of these children have been here from birth. And it becomes a community to them, and it's a home away from home. And so they feel comfortable to come in and be the best learners that they can be.
And arriving at school is really fun because we drop Gabriel, the eldest, off at the 4-5 program, and they try and keep the kids outdoors as much as possible first thing in the morning, and they get some good exercise and fresh air. But it also gives them real playtime to warm up together outside, and it allows the parents to hang out. They watch how their kids interact with other kids. And the other golden thing about it is that we get to interact with both the teachers and the early childhood educators.
We call ourselves a learning family, and so we like to think of ourselves as a place where people can come from the community, and whether you're bringing your child in for the parenting center with diapers, or going all the way through the early years programming from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year-old children all the way to 12-year-old kids who are in grade 6. You know that you're going to be able to have confidence that your children will be cared for, loved, and be working with professional, competent, caring staff. So I think that we're a hub for the community, and good, healthy communities have a good, healthy core, which I hope that our school is that.
We just fell in love with the school. We fell in love with the unique program that's here and the seamlessness of care that it offers. And really that's what it feels like. It feels like care for a community's children. And it allows the parents to or the caregivers to sort of weave in and out of the program as they need and as their needs change over time.
I know the staff here at Bruce WoodGreen Early Learning Center have talked about how much more prepared the children were for the early learning program because of having the on-site connection with the families. And that's made a significant difference, particularly in September. So the children are familiar with the program, they're familiar with the staff, they're familiar with the room, and it's a much smoother transition for them into the 4- and 5-year-old program.
Ready for a big day at school? We're going to learn lots of stuff today, right? The benefit of the full day program for my children is that it's completely accessible to them and to us as parents at any time, any day. So because of the nature of the kind of education provided to children at this age level, I think this open door policy at Bruce, where parents are always included in the experience of the children, means that education and all of the things that surround education are not constrained to a certain time or a certain hour.
I'll drop him off here. The kids are usually out in the playground with the teachers, so he can go run around and start to play. It's a great chance for me to meet up with the teachers, see how his day from the day before went, any kind of concerns there were. I can kind of fill him in on how his morning was. So some days he's had a cranky morning, so I can give them a bit of a heads up, which is nice.
Yes, have a good day.
See ya.
Okay.
Bye.
And we're scheduling parent-teacher interviews, which both the kindergarten teacher and the early childhood educator participate in. So what time do you want your interview to be? And they say, well, we don't need an interview because we have one every day. When we see the early childhood educator who has been with my child through her or his or her day. So the communication between the families is a very big piece.
We know the parents by name basis. They know us on a name basis. We have parents coming in. We have parents reading. They join us if we have holiday parties. We have one grandma that comes and does monthly cooking activities with our groups.
When you have the parents coming in, the parents realize that it's not an easy job, and they become very thankful for your energy, for your focus, for your professionalism, for all of your ideas and resources, and they really do come up to the plate, and they will support you a great deal.
I work with school teams, and I've worked with the staff here at WoodGreen Early Learning Center, and we've had a real focus on planning their learning environment, on co-planning the program, and we spent a great deal of time on building that relationship between the teacher and the early childhood educator.
This environment's different because we work as a team with a variety of professionals. So we work as early childhood educators with teachers in the Toronto District School Board, with resource teachers, with other outside community people. We're all part of this large team rather than, your standalone childcare where it would just be your ECE and your childcare setting. We're part of a larger environment.
I think that you get better results, more minds together. For instance, in our kindergarten program, the 4- and 5-year-old program, with early childhood educators working side by side with teachers, you know that they're going to come up with better ideas and it's going to be better for the children.
I have experienced ECEs that work alongside with me. I know parents come in and they don't know sometimes who the teacher is or who the early childhood educators are. We have 2 planning days that we meet together, day 1s and day 3s, and that's for 50 minutes. We work collaboratively. 3 heads are better than 1.
When we're working together as a team, particularly when we're doing our joint planning together, we have the opportunity to feed on each other's experiences and feed on each other's knowledge. We all come from different backgrounds, we all have different teaching styles, but we're able to bring all that together to the table.
And getting to know and building a relationship. I think once you build that relationship and you're comfortable with each other and you respect each other, I think, and your main goal is the kids, I think it'll all work out.
The research tells us that children as young as 4 and 5, and younger than that actually, are very capable of complex thought, provided it's grounded in very concrete and real experiences that they can deeply and directly explore. So that's why you'll see children looking at stability, for example, and displacement of water at a water table, or because those very complex thoughts make sense to young children when they're in a learning-based play environment.
So, for example, if the children are playing at the water table, to someone who might not know, it might just look like they're just playing at the water table. But if the educator walks over and starts asking, like, oh, well, like, how many scoops of water can fit into that container? It's now turning into a teaching moment. So it's literally learning through play.
Wait a minute. How about we attach this? Guys, wait.
I think these guys are fabulous. Their oral communication skills, their problem-solving skills, negotiating, sharing.
It keeps him thinking and using his mind all day long, which is something that he loves doing. He loves coming to school every morning. I've yet to hear him say in the 4 4 or 5 months he's been here, I don't want to go to school today. It's something that he loves doing. He loves interacting with his peers.
They had built a very, very detailed, very elaborate rocket ship. And they brought it over to me, and I was talking to them about the process that they went through. What we did with the children is I took a video camera, or the camera, and I videotaped the children talking about the process that they went through, to how they built the rocket ship. We talked about the materials that they used, and then they talked about the end result and what the rocket ship could do, and they presented it to the classroom. And I had a discussion with the children about the importance of putting time and energy and, thinking through the process of what they had done to build the rocket ship.
Extensive research shows us that integrated programming pushes back against developmentally inappropriate curriculum and instead gives us a vision of what learning should be. Active, engaging, coherent, not modularized. It's not focused on managing the child's behavior. It's focused on building the child's capacity to self-regulate, to manage his or her own learning.